Welcome to our brief exploration of one of the most pressing issues of our time, global sea level rise and how it is leading to increased forced migration around the world, including Canada. Greenland's glaciers are reported to be melting 5 times faster than they were just 20 years ago. The dramatic collapse of these ice giants contributes significantly to rising sea levels. Sea levels are rising at an alarming rate. According to scientists, if the Thwaites Glacier in Antarctica, which is also known as the Doomsday Glacier, collapses, it could accelerate this rise dramatically. In the past 60 years, sea levels are reported to have risen about 6 inches, but in the next 20 years, they are expected to rise another 6 inches, which is effectively triple the rate from this previous period. Websites like searise.org and NOAA Sea Level Rise Viewer illustrate the future impacts on cities like Miami, which could cause parts of it to be significantly underwater in the coming decades. Rising sea levels will force millions to leave their homes in search of safety. As coastlines are swallowed by the sea, entire communities are uprooted, leading to mass displacement as well as conflict over resources and territory. Countries are struggling to accommodate the influx of climate refugees, which are leading to heightened tensions. The Institute for Economics and Peace has estimated that by 2050, climate change could force up to 1.2 billion people to migrate. In addition to the migration of Canadians living in coastal areas, large numbers of people in other countries will also need to migrate. Some climate refugees have already moved to Canada, but not even close to the number that is expected if 1.2 billion people are forced to migrate globally by 2050. Given this projection, how many climate migrants do you think will move to Canada by this time? The costs of supporting migrants moving to Canada are substantial, but only a part of the costs of the impacts of climate change. In a study published in 2022, the Institute for Sustainable Finance has estimated that the costs of climate change to Canada will be in the trillions of dollars. This study further reveals that the associated costs of just the physical damage are $45.4 billion larger than the investments required to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Since the impacts of climate change on Canada are large and mitigating it needs to be a global effort, the incentive is clear for Canada to take a global leadership role and meet its own net zero targets. In the next short video, we will highlight current climate change trends and the need for climate action on a sufficient scale. To view more detailed information, including links to the websites of organizations mentioned in this video, please visit climatesan.org/LSCA.